Hey, 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 hey. Let me know that you hear me because I promise you I was saying hello in the chat and I was going to say hey to Mama Ann and Big Bad Wolf, and then everything just went off. And I said, wait, what just happened? And I'm like, wait, the Wi Fi just cut itself off and come back on? Then I'm looking at the Wi Fi saying, oh, excellent service. I said, no, it's not because it just cut me off. I said, Mama Ann, how you doing? How you doing? Big Bad Wolf, how you doing? How you doing? Susan, how you doing? Party Rock, how you doing? Happy Friday, everybody. Jared, how you doing? Gone John, how you doing? King, happy Friday, everybody. Oh my goodness, did you all watch House of Villains episode 6? Oh my God, it was good. Let's just get straight into it. That's what we came to do right now. So let's talk about it. So we start off exactly where we left off last week, and that's where Larsa then came up in there. And she done came in when they kicked Larissa out, and she flipped back in, and she been flipping in with drama since she came in the door. Y'all, she had on the list Victoria, old crying, but Camila, and Teresa. And we didn't put Teresa. We didn't expect her to put Teresa on there, but she did. We thought it was gonna be Wes, but she said, no, I'm gonna shake it up for real. And she put Teresa. So we start off right from there. But before we get started, I just have to say, anybody in that house that trusts Larsa Pippen while she is dating Michael Jordan's son, you a fool. You let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something, honey. If you can do that, hmm, hmm, playing like a friend up in here is real. Y'all don't trust her. Don't trust her. But I was here for it. But anyway, so we lead off there. We come back in the house, and of course, Larsa is just rubbing it up, not rubbing it. We're going to say she's serving it to Teresa. Girl, don't worry. You not going to lose. I got your back. It was just this. I had to do that. I had to prove something. I had to do that. But then she telling us in her confessionals, like, yeah, it's a game. I'm here to win. It's only one winner. So all that other stuff you're talking, it's strategy. So she telling that Victoria is pissed. Oh yeah, and surprisingly, Victoria doesn't cry. Camila starts, and as soon as she started crying and giving us the my kids, I said, "Girl, don't do it. Don't do it. It's a bad way out. It's a bad way out. It's a hold up. Oh, sneezing. We're not gonna start that again. We're not gonna start it, but it's that season. So excuse me for the sneezes. But and thank you for the bless yous. But yeah, so Camilla's crying, oh, and my kids and this and that. And of course, Wes Wes is happy as a pig in slop, okay? Because he's like, wait, I get to get her on the chopping block. Didn't even put her up there myself, but I kind of helped. But she's on there. She put me up because Wes, he plays this game dirty. See, let me tell you, the real world challenges that should have been called House of Villains. Oh, it's villains, and it made some villains. Some people came on that show and they weren't villains, but they left villains. And well, Wes is a villain. But anyway, I digress. I told you all, I said, Camilla should be careful when they put her on the list. I told you all on episode 2. I said, oh, Camilla better be careful. She making alliances with everybody. You know what I mean? And they gonna try her, but they don't know she a little cray herself. But it's like, be careful with it. When Larsa put up, Larsa had just got there. I said, wait, she saw it already. She saw it already. And Larsa, let me tell y'all something. Larsa Pippen is going to flirt. She's going to use her beauty, her body, that's what she's going to use. Apple, how you doing? She's going to throw all that around. Okay. She is. But she's not leaving Michael Jordan's son. Let me tell you something. He's a grown arse man. But we're still going to call him Michael Jordan's son. Because when we say that, what it's a lot of bread come behind that. And since we know that she moving up the escalator, up the ladder to success, escalator style, we gonna give it to her. We gonna give it to her. So anybody she flirting with, you a fool, because she's not leaving. Her last name is Pippin. Do I have to keep saying that? Her last name is Pippin, and she is dating Michael Jordan's son. Do you all know? We just gonna stop real quick here and get on Larsa real quick. Do you all know how bad the internet went in on Larsa when Michael Jordan's son posted that picture of them together? They said, "Wait a minute, is that Larsa?" Now, mind y'all, Larsa hadn't been a saint. The reason her and Pippen broke up is because she wasn't faithful. But Michael Jordan's son, like of all the sons in all the world, sad, but they gonna trust her. But anyway, so they get back in the house, they talking or whatever. They still have to do the redemption challenge, and it's all about who wins that, because if you win that, you're safe. You're safe from elimination. So they get to the redemption challenge, and let's get ready, because the redemption challenge was its own bitter beast, and not bitter beast, bit a beast, honey. No, y'all, I cannot. Let's get to it. So the redemption challenge is a high school challenge. So they know they go into a high school, and the high school is the High School of Villains. And when they get there, it's Tori damn Spelling. And I said, I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody refresh me. When did Tori Spelling become a villain? Because all she tried to protect, even when she introduced herself, she said, "You guys know, I was on 90210. I was Donna, the Virgin." Because see, everything about her is supposed to be so prim and proper. It's supposed to be so, it's supposed to be so, she said. But here's what I know about Donna, aka Tori Spelling, that your parents were so that crazy that they got your first surgery at like 9 years old. Like they got her nose done when she was like 9 or something. She was a kid. She was a child. She's looking great right now because she's looking like young Donna, but somehow she's managed to change that head. Because when she was on 90210, that head was kind of big, Tori. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say Donna was one of my favorite characters because I'd be lying. But David, her boyfriend, was. Wait, what was her boyfriend? David? What was that his name in real life? Yeah, I know who I'm talking about. He was such a little kid. Oh, what was his name? But anyway, so she comes, she's the villain, and she's the teacher in the classroom. Now, first of all, she's about to take us straight into the triple X department, because this was the dirtiest teacher ever. There were some things that went on that I was like, wait, what? Wait, what? What? Because they were pushing the lines of how dirty can we take it. And I just have to get to this scene. There's a scene where Candy goes to give her an apple. Some scenes, that these are producers. They made this scene. Like, we're going to be in a school. One of y'all going to get an apple. Candy, you give her the apple. Okay? Because you run her the apple. But Candy gives her an apple, and she tells her, well, you take a bite of it first. And then Candy's chewing it, and she's like, spit it in my mouth. I said, that's disgusting. That is disgusting. Like, that is disgusting. On many levels. There's many levels why I wouldn't want you to chew something I'm gonna spit in my mouth, because then you're, oh no, we don't even want to. Oh. But I said on some freaky, what is going on in the school? Is it House of Villains or House of Vanessa Del Rios and Ron Jeremy's? I'm like, I don't know. Well, let's see. We got Wes, who has slept with several girls on the shows. We have Safari, who has had his pee out everywhere. We have Jesse, who I just can't figure out who he's sleeping with, but he has so many complexes about himself that I'm just going to leave Jesse alone. And then let's see who else is in there. We have Victoria, who is so, oh my God. She has so much sexual tension on her. It's like, oh, it's ridiculous. We have that. We have Teresa, who I just want her to be her own conversation. So I'm not even gonna say what I think about her on the sexual side on this season. We have New York, who everything is sexual with her. Who else is left? I mean, we have Larsa. If there was a lesson, people think it's Steve Harvey's stepdaughter. Mm-mm. Larsa Pippen is the true definition of getting on the right horse. Because let me tell you something. She could break up with Michael Jordan's son tomorrow, honey, and he'll still be hitting her line years from now. Where you at? I saw you in town. I saw you in that video. Because she'll still be in videos 10 years from now. I saw you in that video. And her and Victoria in this dog situation is going to drive me bananas. But that's a whole snuggle, snuggle. How you doing? Cree, cree. How you doing? Apple, apple. Sis, how you doing? But so they get to the challenge. Tori Spallon is the villain teacher. She's uber sexual through this whole thing. I mean, she's looking under the desk under her skirt because Camila has on a skirt. I mean, it's all kind of stuff going on. I said, wait, what in the dirty dancing is going on up in here? But anyway, so the challenge is that there's so much graffiti in her school and that their names are written everywhere. They're on lockers, they're on chalkboards, they're on desks, they're everywhere. And the challenge is their name is 85. It's put up there 85 times each. And they have to find every last one of them. And the first one to erase all 85 of their names wins. So first, Camilla come in extra confident. They going, they picking names up off of the board, off of everything, off of the board. They're racing off the board, off the desk. It's in the bathroom, on the stalls. It's on the lockers, on stickers. Camila is putting her mouth on these lockers. Let me tell y'all something. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm. Mm-mm. The same germaphobe that would never allow somebody to chew food and spit it into my mouth. Oh no. Oh no. No. There's no way I'd be put. What is this, a brand new locker? Like, did I buy it, disinfect it, and open it? What? My mouth? Never. Never. You'd have a better chance of me getting up with every producer that was a male in the building. Like, he's a producer. Oh God, he's a cameraman. Okay. You have a better chance than me in that locker having a mouth to mouth situation with each other. But anyway, so they getting stickers. Camila running and like, hey, I'm done. They're like, nope, you still got stickers. She go back out there. She come back again. I said, girl, you really think you got this? You moving too fast. You moving too slow down, son. You're killing them. You know what I'm saying? But uh, so she goes ahead, she goes back out. Well, while she's going out, at one point she's going to get the sticker. Victoria's getting a sticker. They go racing in there together. They've caught up. They both have 84 stickers. They both need one more. They go out there. Victoria, because see, the one thing I know it's editing, but they kept showing Camila and she was like at them lockers. I said, girl, I'm gonna need you to move around. You just been at them lockers the whole time. I'm gonna need you to move around and find your name everywhere. But so they end up going, Victoria wins. And during this time, while they doing the searching, Larsa, because Larsa is a BI. She's a BI. I told y'all that from the beginning. See, that part of her BI, I like that part of her BI. What she did to Pippin, slut, I can't stand you. But anyway, other than that, and I'm gonna need you, if you on Jordan's son's DI, I'm gonna need you to go and take the Pippin off and become a Jordan. I'm gonna need you to be a Jordan. I'm gonna need that. But see, I know Michael is sitting there telling his son, if you make Larsa your wife, I'm taking you out the wheel. Cause see, Michael Jordan is oh no. Michael Jordan turned on Juanita. See, we're not going there. We're not gonna go there. This ain't about you, Jordan. This ain't about you, Jordan. It's about Larsa. Anyway, so Victoria wins. Victoria wins by one sticker. She wins the day. I mean, Teresa did good because she had like 83. Even though we learned that she blind as a bat and she was gonna go get LASIK, but she didn't. She didn't because she was gonna come on the show and then she was gonna go after. You know what I mean? And I said, oh, geez, Teresa. Yeah, one thing about Teresa for me, Teresa is a person who just tries to make an image. Like I told y'all before, Teresa, you weren't innocent with that stuff with Joe. You weren't. And really, you and Joe, well, Joe didn't because he got deported, but you got a smack on your wrist. You really did. You got a smack on your wrist. And that smack on the wrist was nothing. I mean, you still on TV. We watching you right now talking about you. So, I mean, but she's all about images. So even when she up in here seeming like this cookie cutter Mother Teresa, sweet angel, I'm like, you could mess with the best of them, Teresa. And I know it. So I'm not buying it. I'm not. It's just images. It's you looking for the next thing to get you a book deal, a cook deal, or this deal. Or I don't know. I don't know because everybody in the house said your food was nasty. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to ask some of the ex-housewives who ate with you and see what they say. Was they consistent? But anyway, they do the challenge, they win, but this is when the episode is about to go into a better place. After they do this challenge, now here comes the shadies. Because first of all, because all that's left is Teresa and Camilla. So now it's starting to sway the vote. Who you gonna pick? This is why we should pick this person. So Camilla goes and Candy tells her, I'm gonna be loyal to you. I was in the truck on the way here and they were telling me like the whole house vote, basically the whole house voting you out. But I'm gonna stay loyal to you. I love you. I'm gonna stay loyal to you, girl. But even when you think about Candy, you still bullshitting her too, because there's only one winner, and you even said it. I want to keep Camilla because she's my only she's the only alliance I really got that's loyal to me, and so I want to keep her for now. She says it. Candy says it for now. That doesn't mean I want to keep her forever and let her win so I could lose. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, that's not what Candy was thinking. But Candy tells her, and then Candy says, "So if we can get Jesse, we can get Safari, because Safari is such a oh my goodness, Safari is so annoying to me. I mean, and that's on every show. When he's on Love and Hip Hop, Safari is just annoying. When I watch his videos on YouTube on his channel, annoying, annoying, annoying. So Safari's telling him, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. But then he's telling in the confessional, oh, you think I forgot that Camilla put me up on the chopping block? Then he's hugging Camilla and saying, oh, Black Queen, I'm just... Anyway. So as Maria, how you doing? So as they're, putting their sides together or whatever, Larsa, when she's talking to Safari, this is when he's letting us know, like, oh, I don't know which way. What about me? What if I change my mind? Because he wants a spinoff show so bad. So as Safari is saying this, Larsa is like being uber sexual with him, like, Safari, I know you're not gonna let me down. And I gave Teresa my word, and I don't break my word. You could do it if it's me, but don't do it to her. I said, how you going to, first of all, what world, see, they bringing them housewife tactics into it. What world do we live in that you put me up to save me? You don't control the other people. The only way that you can put me up to save me is if you control the other people. And you don't, Larsa. You don't. Now, you're smart because originally the women were thinking, let's send all the men home. But instead, Larsa said, how about I just wrap them around my fingers? I have Jesse because I helped get Jesse the head villain seed. So I got Jesse. Safari wants me so bad. He wants to add me to women famous women he slept with, but it's not gonna happen because once again, I'm dating Michael Jordan's son. And we don't even call him his name, we just call him Michael Jordan's son. And let's see, like I said, Jessie is her friend because she saved him. Wes, see, Wes, you can't get him like that. Wes will sleep with you and send you home. I mean, so that's not gonna work. And she's not gonna sleep with any of them because again, she is dating Michael Jordan's son. Okay. We have to keep that clear. Like it's the best D she set on financially. If you're into that kind of stuff, ladies. If you're into it, that's the way up. That's the way up. She would have to meet a sultan or something, you know what I mean? She'd have to be sleeping with um Elon Musk's son. I mean, he's not old enough. Like it just oh, that's a lot of money. But they break it down. Anyway, Camila was giving a good fight. She was sitting there, she was telling Jess, like, hey, Jess, I need you. I need your vote. I gotta have it. But here's what's funny. Jess told her flat out, I already gave my word and I don't want to break it. But yet she sat there and talked to him for another 10 minutes about why it should be her and this. And I said, girl, you can't come into a house of villains and think they care about this extra 20 grand that you haven't even took the taxes out of yet. That's not gonna be 20,000. That's gonna what your children's life? Mm? Do you have more than one? Because that's how you thinking. That's how you thinking. That's even some of them are thinking about using it for something. Victoria want to pay some damn tickets off. I mean, you never know. Because I mean, this is not really, I end up buying the city with this money. It's not that kind of money at all. It's not. Is it 200,000? Because even if it is, when we're done with the taxes, it better not be 20,000. It's 200,000. I just said 20,000. That is not even no money. 20,000 is like giving these people some parking ticket money. Man, wait, how many tickets she got? You know what? I don't even want to know because I feel like Larsa. Larsa said, "How do you have $1,000 earrings, but you can't pay yours?" Exactly. How could you? How could you be keeping up with the Joneses, but you can't keep up with your tickets? Too many tickets to get your license suspended. I just get your priorities together. Hmm. Yes. But so they go on to the voting room. And when they get in the voting room, this is where people bite their tongues, that kind of stuff happens. But when they're giving their I'm gonna leave speeches, I felt like once again, Camila doesn't get the game. Like I told you all, it was either going to bite her, all those so-called alliances she thought she was making. It was either that was gonna bite her, but I had this feeling because just like on reality shows and forget a villain, just on reality shows, the villains weren't made because they came on a show called Villains. They became villains off things they did. Just knowing these people, I'm like, girl, you're a bad girl. Come in there like a bad girl. Come in here where you know at the end it's one winner. Don't come in y'all all these kumbayas and buddy moments. It's not gonna work. So they go to do the vote. And Teresa just let him know, she loved him. She loved him. But we have to rewind real quick because I done went all the way to the elimination. There was a scene where Victoria's talking to Teresa, and Teresa tells no, really Victoria's setting up Teresa. Victoria, it's like the producers came to her and said, "We need some more fire. You know, why don't you go ahead and go in here and just out of nowhere just say like, if I become the head, I'm gonna send." So she says, "I'm gonna send Larsa." It was Larsa, Candy, and Teresa up. But I'm thinking, why would you tell Teresa you're gonna put her up while you're sitting with her. So she says it, and Teresa says, wait, you'll put me up. Why wouldn't you put New York up instead of me? When she says that, she's like, huh? You can tell she got scared. Victoria didn't want no parts of nobody ever saying she was going to put New York. She said, huh? I'm just playing. So then Teresa puts her own foot in her mouth because she forgets she's in the House of Villains, and she's so busy looking at Victoria like a little daughter. Since she lost her mother, she's looking at her like a little daughter. And she tells her like, man, let me get up. New York first on my list. I'm putting New York up. She going down like Mary J. Blige. She going down. Y'all, Victoria went and told this to New York. And of course, New York went and confronted um, I want to call her New Jersey. I'm sorry. Teresa. She goes and confronts Teresa. When she goes to confront Teresa, first of all, I feel like once again the producer's like, "No, New York, don't get too loud, but do this, but don't do this and do that," because it was like New York, not 2.0. It was like New York 1.25. She comes in and she's telling Teresa like, "Oh, you just gonna do this to me? I'm not even up, and you talking about putting me up, and you talking about me. You thought it wouldn't get back to me, blah blah blah." At first, Teresa was gonna lie. She was like, "I didn't say anything about you." Then she had to think about it. And then she said, "Well, but then New York wouldn't let her talk. Because New York is gonna talk over you and over you and over you." So New York starts, just going on a New York tangent. And she starts telling Teresa, like, yeah, all them flowers you getting, yeah, yeah. You know why he's sending you those? Because he's guilty. You either send flowers because somebody died or because you're guilty of something. And each rose represent every woman. I said, whoa, then y'all need to get tested. There's a lot of roses. Those were some pretty big bouquets. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When Teresa was every day letting us know she had the Louis Vuitton cards and the roses from her guy, I was thinking this is a little excessive. I understand your man missing you, and I understand I'm sending you flowers, but every single day he's sending you this ridiculous amount of flowers, and then you're sitting at the table. Because before we get to the elimination, I'm also missing other parts. When they're sitting at the table, so the first time I watched the episode, I said, "Wait a minute, she's talking about Joe. She's paying Joe's debts, right?" But then I said, wait a minute, or is she talking about her new husband because he got some debts too? Is she paying his debts? So when I went back, it was like I thought, because I was saying, wait, she was talking about her ex-husband and what you know what I mean? That he got deported, but he still had debt. So I was like, she had to be talking about him. Okay, Teresa, here's what I gotta say. Are you trying to give us the woe is me story too? Because you've been on TV enough that how deep is his debt? How many millions did he owe? How much are you paying off? Because see, I know unless Joe doing some illegal stuff out there, he not getting the money he was getting for years out here. He not doing that. And y'all told him yourself. And I think that's another reason why Teresa don't talk too much. Well, Teresa never talked too much. Joe, to me, come on, y'all. When you watch The Housewife, Joe would pull out wads of money. He got 10, 20 grand on him like it's nothing. He run around like, what, you go see strippers? Why does he have this much cash? He's giving Teresa wads of cash. Like, first of all, why would you want your wife walking around with that kind of money? I don't care how protected you are. Like, why? That kind of, in the new millennium, she could swipe because y'all running dirty money. It's a lot of cash. A lot of it wasn't in bank accounts. It was buried money. Lots of, and if y'all didn't save any money, all the money y'all was spending, y'all some fools. If y'all didn't have some money buried, if as soon as them feds got on you, you didn't. Now y'all not gonna tell us, but come on, y'all was living in them big old houses. Y'all had, come on. Every time I turned around, they was adding something to that other house. Yeah, ain't Coin's mom out here during. Oh yeah, this season is real good too, Corn's mom. It is real good. Like I said, so much will happen in the episodes, but I knew episode 2, this was gonna be a season. I knew it. Episode 2 seemed like a filler, but it wasn't. It was letting you know it was the clip that'll be in every episode, be pieces of that episode, because it was the one that was gonna tell you where we were going with this. But so we get to the elimination room, and the vote was 4-2. And in that elimination room, it was see you later. alligator to Camila. She was gone. She was gone. Bye bye. You know, she gave him a salute. She dirty bird everybody when she was on her way out, but she was gone. And then the host said that Tori would be back. I said, wait a minute. But I told you all, soon a double elimination has to be coming because we have too many people there. Because by bringing in Larsa, we still are behind. You know what I mean? We're still one up because we started with 10, you took off, and then you brought in. So we got to do a double elimination sometime soon. I keep wondering if they're going to tell us like Larsa is a mole or something like that. I don't know because it's the House of Villains, but it seems like this season the producers are being villains too, like super villains, like not just bringing in villains. There's something going on with them, so I'm excited. This was a great episode, and it could lead to so many other conversations. So I just want to talk about the episode, and then anything else I want to have it like based on the episode, but it leads to so many conversations, like Teresa. Did anybody else think when she said she was paying her husband's debts that she could have meant either one, her ex or her current? Because it could make sense either way. Either way. I mean, with Joe, after he got out of prison, he was deported. So any money he could make out here, he wasn't making. And he wasn't going to make the money out there that he was making out here. So I knew he couldn't pay his debt. And since she was legally his wife when they were tried and sentenced, I figured this debt would wash off on her, even though she's in a whole new marriage. But her second husband, like Teresa has a terrible choice in men. And I think one is because we all know she was in love with her husband since she was like 7. Okay. And then we know he was a dog. So she knows what kind of man she loves. She likes like a street dude, an involved dude, and a plug dude, a corrupt person, a heavy. She wants that kind. She wants the money. She wants the picture perfect life and love, what it looks like on the outside. She wants what's in with the perfect children, all that. She wants the vision of. She wants the vision of. But I hear in the tabloids it's saying that Teresa's husband was cheating on her all while she was filming the show. And New York said that today. She said he's cheating on you. Each one is for a flower for every woman he cheating on you with. So who knows? They could be going off of what New York said. It could be because I don't know, guys. I have never liked him. I never liked him. And a lot of people will say, yeah, when Andy told her to get a prenup, she should have did it, but she didn't. But that's still on her. Because Teresa is not as naive as people, to me, in my opinion. She's not as naive as people think she is. I do not think that she's slow by any means. I do not think that she doesn't understand and she can't comprehend and she's just like some dingbat running. I don't think that. I think that's a facade. I think that she believes women. I do think she believes women are to be seen, not heard, but she's opinionated. So she's still from a different uh cloth of the image she wants. She wants that. So just like, like for her, she'll make it like her parents were perfectly married. And things that messed up those perfect images would be things like who is her brother married or this. I mean, Teresa is so full of it to me. At one point, she was so obsessed with her brother and his relationship that I used to be like, "Are you in love with your brother?" But it wasn't. She just, I don't know, it didn't go with the image, and she was to me making his wife worse than she was. Party Rock, how you doing? Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. But that's all an act. I'm telling you, Apple. To me, that's all an act. When the whole thing went down, with her and her husband, it's like, Teresa, you were the one doing your taxes for years. You know what I mean? And I know whether you tell us you didn't know about the extra money or you didn't know about this, but I know that by doing your taxes, I know you know what you were putting on that paper and what you all were spending didn't add up. I know you knew that. I mean, even if you didn't know, you get what I'm saying? You knew. You knew. You knew. And you really got away with a perfect crime, you and your husband. Because like I said, y'all were loose lipping on this show, showing all that money, all that cash, and people who your husband had burned started looking in things. So that's what I'm saying. No, no. If they never would have caught that case, she'd still be with Joe doing the same old shung shang because he gave her the lifestyle she wanted. That's how I feel about Teresa. And she used to be one of my favorite New Jersey housewives. I mean, for years, she was one of my favorites. But to be honest, by the time she got out and Joe went in, I couldn't stand Teresa. It just got worse and worse. It really did. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So they don't hold her accountable. Even when she was going to jail, nobody was holding her accountable to him. Not for her part. Everything was on Joe. Joe was the worst. Joe, to me, here's the thing. Where Joe was the worst was when, to me, in my opinion, where Joe was the worst was when they were at that vinery, the winery. I mean, and and he was over there on the phone. And then he said he was talking to like a business partner, but he was, oh baby, and I love you. And, I love you. And I was like, why would you even take this call while you're with your family? Like, even if you cheated on your wife, which is terrible, because why are you married if you want somebody else? But, and that's to anybody who's married. Like, why, if you want somebody else, then get out that marriage, get out that commitment, or is it just for the picture to say, oh, I got a husband or a wife, but this is somebody I'll dog out, cheat on, lie on, all this. But he was doing all that. And then when Teresa walked up, I felt so sorry for her because there are so many women who know the truth. And all they, some of them would just don't put it in my face. Don't let me catch you, but I know what you do. You get what I'm saying? And she was one of those, and I felt so sorry for her. I did. And I was like, Joe is just getting worse. I mean, we all been knew he was cheating. We knew. I'm not even in a relationship, and I been knew he was cheating. And that was just the, I was like, oh God. And why is she so in love? She was so in love. You know what I mean? And that's why when she went to jail and you had to live a whole different life because you're still in jail. So even if it was a walk in the park or not, you still in jail.